Jim, did you see the lineup for next week's Dynamite?
No, I didn't. But while we close this segment out, run that one by me one more time.
AEW Dynamite, I saw this on Twitter, on their official Twitter, this Wednesday, 8 p.m., 7 Central, TBS.
Certainly. He's good. This is going to be an all-star extravaganza to try to get the bad taste out of people's mouth from last week. So he's going to have all hands on deck, some intriguing matchups with his best performers, big name stars, right?
This is Mid-South late 83. Jon Moxley versus Evil Uno in the main event.
Oh, what?
All-Atlantic title match. Orange Cassidy defends against Wheeler Yuta. We have a tag team battle royal. We haven't seen enough of those in AEW. The Acclaimed go up against Big Bill and Lee Moriarty.
What?
Saraya versus Sky Blue.
Oh, boy. I have a feeling Sky Blue is going to be dark green.
We have an announcement from AEW CEO and GM Tony Khan. We hear from Bryan Danielson, and Tony Schiavone will interview Christian Cage. Now, things could change.
Yeah, and by the way, I agree now that they're giving the Acclaimed a win in a tag team situation. Of course, it could be a couple of experienced veterans that could really have a slick match and bump for them and put it together and lead them through it to where they look better than they might be. Or you can find two guys who are even greener and one of them is too big to fucking move around and you can have a stinky match and they'll win that and look worse. But that it's a close choice. It could go either way.
Did you see the Mike Tyson thing yesterday?
Where Tyson said, yeah, I'd like to, I'd work for WWE even though they pay me less money, but I go to AEW because he pays me more money. What the
Like, that's the thing. I feel bad for Tony because Tony's become a laughingstock amongst a lot of people, and he's doing it to himself. And he just doesn't seem to have a desire to change things. It's just he surrounds himself with the same people, does the same thing. It's an echo chamber. He thinks that he's doing a good job. He thinks he's doing a good job. And can you imagine whether you're Kenny Omega or CM Punk or Jay White or whoever's going to be a free agent coming forward? A conversation with Tony Khan versus a conversation with Nick Khan or Triple H. If you're serious about your career, you're going to have to really think about what you're going to want to do. Because, quite frankly, there's a lot of guys who have had those conversations, and they come away impressed with Nick Khan.
Yeah, and I've heard some people talk about their impressions of Tony, too. Impressed is still a word. Tony makes an impression on them with his activities and behavior. You know, Brian, after watching this television program, I was nauseous. I was sick to my stomach. I thought, my God, my intestines need replaced.
Is that what you thought after AEW? Your intestines
yes, I
need
did.
replaced?
I thought I need an intestinal replacement.
Well, what are you going to do about such a problem?
Well, fortunately, I've been reading up on it, and I found out that I don't need an intestinal replacement. I just need to take care of my god darn gut health. But you know what, folks, I'll tell you, if for any reason, if you're nauseated, if you're green around the gills, for watching a bad wrestling program, if you feel like you need an intestinal replacement, you need to do what I've done. I've gone to Seed. And I know a lot of people that have gone to Seed, and it's done them a world of good. And folks, I'll tell you what, I'm pretty convinced that you can go to Seed too, and it will do you a world of good, because our friends, by the way, at Seed.com, those folks have got your gut health in the uppermost part of their mind, and they are doing people a world of good around the world now. Because, you know, gut health, Brian, it's a complicated business, because the health of your gut determines the health of the rest of your body, your immune system, it's all interconnected. It's the leg bone connected to the gut health, and on and on. And the folks at seed.com are experts. They have developed scientifically validated, clinically studied next generation probiotics for people and the planet, I'll have you know. And if you look over the information that they have sent us, you'll see that it's complete gibberish to folks like you and me.
Well, I wouldn't say
we don't
that.
know what No, we don't know what the hell's going on here. We don't know how this gut health thing works. That's why we need to rely on the experts, the scientifically trusted experts with integrity and knowledge at seed.com that have developed this incredible CDS01 daily symbiotic for your gut health. Because otherwise, the lay people like you and me, you get laid every once in a while, Brian, even though you're married. The lay people like you and me, we're in over our heads here. We're seeing stuff like pathogenic antigens and gut microbes producing metabolistic products known as metabolites that facilitate communication between gut cells and immune cells, maintaining homeostasis of the microbiome. We don't know what that means. Basically, here's the thing, folks. You got to have fiber. We've been talking about the fiber. I'm on the fiber now ever since last week with my colonoscopy. And the fiber is to help the poop go round, but also it does a whole bunch of things where it ferments and foments and sits down there. It's kind of like a compost pile in your stomach. And there's fatty acids and anti-inflammatory and antioxidant responses that go on. We don't know what the fuck's happening here. That's why you need to take
I certainly
this fine.
don't. Yes.
No. That's why you need to take this fine CDS01 daily symbiotic. It's as easy. See, for us simpletons that can't understand why higher levels of stress can trigger blooms of pathogenic microbes that promote dysbiosis and increase intestinal permeability, which, by the way, is also known as leaky gut. You don't want your fucking stomach to rot out and drip out your ass, folks. So what you do is you rely on the experts that develop this stuff, and you put one of these right on your nightstand with a glass of water, and the first thing in the morning, you get up, you take the DS01 daily symbiotic along with a sip of water, and you're good. Your stomach will stay inside your basic body cavity for the rest of the day. And you don't have to go to school for 15 years and learn how to read all of this other gobbledygook that the scientists have to come up with in order to keep us all healthy and safe.
I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know how we're going to end. But why don't we talk about
Well,
something?
all you have to do, it's the only thing you have to do is go visit seed.com. That's SEED. See, we can't even spell a 4-letter word. We're imbeciles over here. We don't know what the fuck's going on. So they put it in pill form where it's just simple. You go to seed.com/drive and use the code DRIVE, DRIVE, that's 5 letters, to redeem 20% off your first month of Seed's DS01, registered trademark, by the way, daily symbiotic at seed.com/drive. And use the code DRIVE. You can start a new healthy habit today. You can get good gut health inside your innards. The real deal in a symbiotic that everybody needs. You need more sin, folks. One that's backed by clinical trials, scientific data, and big words. So visit seed.com/drive and use the code DRIVE to get 20% off this daily symbiotic from Seed that you are going to love. Just go to Seed. I've gone to Seed. People have told me that ever since I started.
All right. I know what we're going to hear already. We don't mind what he said, but he didn't say the big words.